There's no intro. Are we live? Wait, no, we're not even live yet. Hold up.
Welcome to Conversations with My Cuz. I am Shayla Shay.
It is me, your girl Michelle with the 1L.
We are missing our third part of Conversations
DJ.
with My Cuz, DJ Big Raw.
AKA Brother Love.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
DJ Big Raw. No.
Brother Love.
He's missing.
That's
Welcome
what he
everyone.
does.
He does.
Hey, y'all.
We missing him.
So today we are on because guess what, y'all? It is Conversations with My Cuz 2-year anniversary.
We needed some background cheers. That's why we needed Big Rock. He would have the sound effects.
DJ, where are you? We don't have no sound effects.
Not
but anyway,
well
yes,
today.
we are celebrating 2 years, so we want to pop up. I don't know if you guys know, we are coming back next year with a whole new season of Conversations with My Cuz. It's going to be a little bit of different stuff going on.
Yeah,
we're going to be interviewing more people, you know what I'm saying? Cooking shows, so y'all going to see us
right
doing that.
To cook. Right.
that should be interesting.
Things, right? To do that.
Imagine Big Rod in the kitchen. Lord.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the one fork, but you know, a single man, you got one good fork, and then everybody else is plastic, like his your plastic fork.
So that should be funny. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, so I do have an announcement to make though.
Yay, whatever that is.
Surprise it. This is a surprise for y'all because y'all have no idea that I decided that I'm retiring. Let me ask my cuz.
What?
Yeah, that's
you are retiring.
Let me ask my cuz. The song.
Oh, we need a replacement.
Yeah, we're not doing that in the new season. Hey guys, thank you, Jazz Jay. So y'all not gonna keep forcing me to sing. Let me ask my cuz. You do it this season.
What? The horror?
Why not?
We'll see. I don't think I want to, but
what do you
maybe
mean
we could
see?
I said we'll see. Just like you saying you're retiring, we'll see.
You got the boss of me. I retired for one.
I heard you.
Yeah, so we're gonna just try to do something different. I don't know what it's gonna be.
That's fine. We can find something else.
We need actually somebody to do it. We need somebody that could really, really sing. I mean, I think I can hold a note, but I'm not a singer. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need somebody that can actually sing to do it. So we just play it. Let me ask my cuz.
Okay. I'm going to get somebody.
Get Taylor to do it because Taylor can sing.
Taylor can sing. Danielle got a nice little voice too.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. I mean,
nice. That's nice. So who's been watching Wednesday?
I have not started, but I am going to. Every time I see whatever this little dance scene is that she got going on, I scroll because I know that was the highlight for a lot of people, and a lot of people's been talking about this scene. So,
in the remixes, they do the remixes. But I was an Addams Family fan, so but it was nothing like the Addams Family show,
right?
Or the movie. Right. What I expected was not what I got. It was a little bit darker than those two, so I was like, but it's really good, really, really good. I'm up to episode 6, so I haven't finished it yet. But if you haven't watched it, go check out Wednesday. The girl Jenny, what's her name? Jenna Ortega. She's killing the role. She's definitely killing
That's
the
what
role.
I heard.
Kudos to her.
Like she was made for it. Yeah. You know what we didn't do?
She's on You too. You watched the show You?
I do watch You. I haven't watched the last season. But can you stop for a second? We didn't toast.
Toasting to 2 years.
2 years and counting.
2 years and counting. So hopefully I won't quit next season. Onward and upward.
Yeah.
I quit every season.
You do quit every season. In between, you quit. Like, that's it. Sometimes in between, in the middle of the end of the season, you be like, this is it. We're not doing this.
I'm done. Because y'all don't understand. Y'all stress me out.
I know.
I might stress y'all out too, but I'm just saying.
We just don't quit. We don't be quitting.
You can't quit. Because I'm David Ruffin.
Anyway.
And y'all are, this is conversation, and y'all are the cousins.
Ma'am, besides Wednesday, what else have you been doing with your life since we have last been
I've been working, girl. I've been working. And I did a thing. I finally finished my certification for life coach.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yes. I'm a certified life
excellent. Coach. All right.
So I'm helping some people get some motivation in their lives and things of that nature to push them to where they need to go in life. And also pushing myself at the same time.
Because you know what? I decide to do that.
Huh?
What made you decide to do that?
Because I do it already.
Okay.
I feel like I do it already with people that I love. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm super, super motivational for people. And I feel like I help people to be accountable for their shit.
Oh.
And people come to me.
Yeah, because people.
And it's a big deal. Accountability is serious, and it's hard for a lot of people to take accountability for their shit because sometimes they don't see it or see the need to be accountable because they don't realize that they're doing something that's possibly hindering them from moving forward, because you can really do things that stops your growth until you start to really recognize and be accountable for the shit that got you there.
Yeah, I know that now that you say that, you definitely do that, because whenever I have to tell you, not that I have to, but I tell you everything anyway. You do have to. I do. Right? I tell you everything anyway. But I know before I open my mouth, I'll be like, oh God, I don't want to tell her. Because I know that if I tell you, then whatever that thing is, you're gonna hold me to it.
Absolutely.
Like you know that was dumb, or so what are you?
But I don't use those words anymore. I try to be a little less harsh.
I've had all sides of the pendulum when it comes to you. You've loved me to death in a nice little.
Look who showed up in the comments.
And then you, yes, hey DJ.
Hey DJ Big Rod. He's not feeling well. He sounds like a frog is in his throat when I talk to him.
But I love that about you.
Well, right? Thank you. I love you too. And that's why I feel like my specialty because life coaching, you can be all different types of life coaches. So for me, it's going to be a motivational accountability coach.
Okay.
To motivate people to be the best version of themselves and to hold themselves accountable for their bullshit.
Right. We feed ourselves a lot of that. A lot of excuses as to why we're not being great. A lot of it, in my opinion, is based in fear.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Fear of failure, and then sometimes it's fear of success. You just get comfortable just being able to do what you do.
I agree. Even for me, like this was a big step for me, because a lot of the things I want to help people with are things that I had to go through myself. So like you're saying, the fear of being successful, because that thing, what they call it, the imposter syndrome.
Right.
Like I still struggle with that to some degree, but I'm overcoming it because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and I'm doing things that I wouldn't normally do. So I'm stepping out of that and I'm kind of propelling myself into a whole different space. But that fear of what people are going to say, and I kind of don't feel like that. But then when it comes to doing new things, that's when that's kind of sets in. Like, what are they going to think about this if I do this? And I have to stop doing that to myself.
I think for me, the only time that I suffer from imposter syndrome is at work. Sometimes I feel, I work because I'm in corporate America, and there are some times when I'm in spaces that it feels like, oh man, everybody in this room has a doctorate, a master's, a
Yeah.
this, a that. They've been in this field. They've had parents in this field. They know this thing in and out. They're comfortable in their
Right.
skin, and I'm stumbling, and I'm like, they are going to figure out that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I'm
But
just
you
figuring it
do.
out. I do, right? But in my head, I tell myself that, and that's where it
Yeah.
feels like I'm I don't belong there. Like this is
Right.
not
Right.
really the space for me, and I have to talk myself out of that, right?
Right.
And it's not even like it's a conversation in my head. What I do is I do it anyway, and I
You have
just
to. That's
it's
it.
I know that I have the ability. It's like I may not know it right this second, but I'll know it the next time you ask me because I'm going to figure it out,
I'm gonna do it.
right?
Yeah.
And so words that
Exactly.
I use when I'm at work is things like, I don't know it right now, but if you give me a couple of days, I will know.
I'll
I
figure
can,
it out.
I can figure it out. I know somebody who can help me by the afternoon. You know what I mean?
Right.
Things
I'll
of that
figure it out.
nature.
I'm gonna get on the internet. I'm gonna make some calls, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, that can be a struggle, and it can be a little bit paralyzing if you don't know how to get yourself out of it. So that is what I'm gonna be doing, helping you to get out of that
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. I don't think I
Yeah.
suffer from it in my personal life as much because I may afterwards go home sometimes because my mouth, right? I'll be like, oh God, why did I say that? Like, oh, I could have just held that one. I didn't need to, just vomit and stuff. So sometimes I will do that. But for the most part, I'm like, I try to be in company with people that I feel love me and know me already, and they're not, you know,
Yeah.
they already
Judging.
know who I am, right?
Yeah.
So, and after that, I'm like,
Because that's how I feel with my personal life. It's like take me as I am, or not at all.
right.
Because if you know me. If you love me, you love me, and that's that.
And we're lucky enough to have like longtime friends,
Right.
right? So they really know you, like,
Exactly. But that is just, to me, it was the fear of stepping out of that space of, okay, they know me, but the rest of the world does not. So here's the
mm-hmm,
introduction. So, oh,
right,
what are they going to think of me?
mm-hmm,
And I'm a huge procrastinator.
yeah, me too.
Oh.
And you
And I
know what
had to.
it does? It gives me anxiety
It does.
when
It
I don't
does for
get
me
things
too.
done.
I had to sit with myself and ask myself, why do I procrastinate so much? But it all boils down to the whole fear of moving forward, fear of success. Sheba says, "Judge me. I'm still going to be me." Hey,
I
Steph.
love my Sheba. I
I
saw
love
her
that.
today.
That's right. Exactly. Judge me if you want to. At that's when you have to get to that point where you don't really care what people think of you.
I try to believe that that
Well,
most
Ross says,
people
so
are
do
going to
I.
receive me the way that I'm trying to project myself. Like otherwise it becomes their own projection on me of who they think I should be or who they feel they are. Right? Because I
They
had a
can.
situation at work recently where I wore something to work and we had an event and another colleague of mine made a comment that, she couldn't wear what I wore because she wants to cover everything up, right? And I was like,
That's a little shade.
well, I don't know if it was about
Well,
me
does she
as
have a
much as it
body?
was she's got big buns,
Oh,
but booty's
okay.
really big, right? So um I
Look, I'll
feel
sit.
like it was about her being self-conscious about it and not necessarily being about
A jab. Okay.
a jab when we were having the conversation. But afterwards I said, I wonder if she was trying to fucking say some shit. And then I'm kind of side-eyed. I'm like, I
And then you
wonder.
go into your head like,
Right. Even though at the time my heart and my spirit didn't tell me that that's what she was trying to do, because I
yep.
don't
Phil
feel like
says
there's
she's
any.
jealous. That's what I think too, Phil.
Well, I
Because
don't know.
anytime a person makes a reference about anything that you have on, I don't feel like that's coming from a good space.
Mm,
I, unless they're saying you look great, like you look nice in that. But soon somebody says something like, "Oh, I couldn't wear that."
yeah, but her tone was more like it was almost in a sense like she doesn't have the courage to do it. It was more like I'm not courageous enough to do that. And that's how I took it.
Okay, so maybe there wasn't some shade, but I'm still giving her the side eye.
I started to internalize it, and then I said it.
Yes,
I
Jasmine
told
says,
someone.
I agree.
Right. And that's exactly what they told me, is that she was projecting her
I
insecurities.
agree.
But in the moment
On
afterwards,
you.
I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, should I wear, is she trying to
Doing
tell
something
me?
wrong.
Yeah. Like I took that, and because I have sisters like Jazzy, who I could say,
Cameron said that's a
hey,
compliment. It is a compliment. You can take it as that.
yeah.
Because it's her insecurities. It's nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we
But
know
I
that we
went through
got
some
shade too.
changes after she said that. Because at
I'm
first
sure
I was
because you
like,
don't
oh,
know.
really? Because I just,
Yeah, you don't know.
yeah, I didn't know. I don't know. So it
Well,
was just
guess
a weird
what?
thing.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about it
Yeah, it's
because
not. Don't even second guess that.
not
She
anymore
was throwing
anyway.
shade. Look, I bet Shay has a better shape. But here go Ra.
They go raw.
Here
Can't
go Ra.
see.
Here goes Ra. That's why I was asking you, what does she look like? Is she, does she have a
No,
nice shape? Is she straight up and down? Is she?
no. She's
You're trying to be all
thicker.
subtle about it.
She's thicker. She's a thicker girl. But she's
She's
not.
a
She's
thick one.
not. Girl, I never. I guess I never really looked at it in that way because she's usually has a bunch of layers on, and maybe she doesn't feel good about it
Right. She doesn't
because she
feel
has a
comfortable.
lot of
She
layers.
wouldn't feel comfortable
Right.
with that
So
outfit
she's
on.
one of
But
those
she can
that
have it
wears the
on. So
jacket
there
and
you
then
go.
she has a scarf and she has a this and she has this on.
Oh,
So
so
she's a
she's super
layered.
covered.
Yeah, it's a whole
Okay.
bunch of layers. Like, so I couldn't say 100%.
But what did you
Always
have
long
on?
sleeve, a sweater dress.
Oh, so it was form fitting.
Not inappropriately, but yes,
Well, I didn't say
yeah.
that. See,
Oh my
calm down.
God. Like, oh my God. No, it wasn't
No.
inappropriate, but yeah, I just had on a sweater dress. I didn't put on a suit jacket on top of it.
Rashay, she don't have the boom.
She got a lot of boom. She got she has, that boom, 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 boom.
Oh, she got the
Corporate America, they
sit
would
your
have,
glass on top
yeah,
of.
that corporate America they'd have been at her
Oh,
desk.
so she and what's crazy is that if she would have worn something form fitting, she may have gotten a side eye because of the way her body is.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in there with a
Saying
big
that
old
she's
giant
doing too
booty and you
much.
have on a tight dress, they like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cameron says she's covering up because she's not comfortable, and she was admiring that you could and did wear what you had on. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. What shape? What's shape? What? Rashi, what are you talking about? You type it too fast.
Don't put
Big
that
don't
up.
make it look good. Listen.
Yeah, big doesn't necessarily make it look good, depending on how it's shaped. Yeah, but
That's true, because it could be a big, wide,
dimply.
Everybody looks good.
Where's my
Listen, I'm
disclaimer?
not gonna listen. Stop trying to make me talk about people. Where's the disclaimer?
I just said that. We're gonna put
he's
that up right quick.
He's such a troublemaker. You see him in the comments?
You let him.
What it's shaped like?
Him. Anyway,
it's
he
shaped
want to talk about
stomach.
booty.
That's
he
want to talk about booty. That's
high and hard. That's his stomach.
He's such
he
a
like, wait a minute. Well, like,
she
what
got
did
your
I do?
stomach on her. She got your stomach on her back.
Hey, Rob.
That's how that's going down. Whoever just joined us, I hope y'all got something to drink so y'all can toast with us. Because we sipping. It's 2 years and we celebrating conversations with my cuz. I know we've been going for a minute, but we coming back strong January 8th.
It's not easy doing a podcast weekly, right? That's
it's really
part of
not.
it. And we needed the break. It also meant talking about the quality of what we're putting out, being able to have topics that we feel are relevant, that people really want to speak to, and not just be on here rambling like we're doing right now.
Right now, yeah.
Today's a rambling day. But
it's a pop-up. We just had to come and say, because we couldn't let the anniversary day. And it's the holidays, so we want to wish you all happy holidays. And the new year's coming. I've heard some women are self-conscious. Wait, what Jay said? Wait, take the disclaimer down.
I didn't.
I've heard some women are self-conscious about people looking at them sexually in a professional way. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of women that's like that. Working at the post office, child. Please, you get groped on, you get looked at, you get talked. I mean, groping is, I'm just saying that. No, not
Extreme.
really. It's extreme. But I work in the post office where there's a whole lot of people, and it's not corporate. So you got people from the hood up in there, and they're gonna let you know they're looking at you.
Get you.
There's a lot of sexual harassment cases in the post office.
Yeah, I don't. In corporate America, it's so not tolerated. Like,
oh, thank you, Karen.
You wouldn't want to risk your job.
I'm so proud of you. I'm drinking water. I said,
well,
okay,
all right,
you can
Karen,
toast with water.
Well,
I was told I couldn't toast with water. Didn't you tell me that?
I did. It's bad luck.
Well, you made that up.
I did. I did. I had to stop you.
But I haven't been drinking a lot lately, but I decided to just have a little sip. I have a red wine spritzer.
I have a bottle of red wine that I opened up yesterday, and I wanted to slap somebody because it was a sweet red and it had carbonation.
You should give that
to me. It had because it was like juice. I'm like, no.
That's why I diluted this, but it tastes good because I have sparkling water mixed in here.
I'm not impressed. But you go right ahead.
I didn't freaking ask you.
I wanted a real glass of wine yesterday.
Oh, yes,
and I
you
opened
do
up
have
that foolishness.
She does. How you feeling, as a matter of fact, today?
Don't be all secretive.
I can't tell y'all what she did because it ain't your business.
I know. But you want to talk about it?
You
got to sidebar that conversation.
Listen, I can do what I want to do on here. I'm conversation.
Well,
I'm conversation. And y'all are the cousins. How about that? She said she's doing great. Beautiful.
I'm glad to hear it, Karen, that you're doing great with your circumstances that I don't know anything about.
I'll tell you after.
All right. On here just being all secret squirrel.
Why does this keep popping up? Well, we did say we was going to talk about something today.
We were talking about it a little bit earlier about relationships.
Why do I
can't? Because this is why we started this podcast. Could you tell me what you're struggling with? And maybe
I got it. Because I'm sorry.
All right. Background music. You're mumbling and carrying on.
I know. We're not being super professional today. We're just kind of on here.
But what I was trying to answer your question is how we were talking earlier today, and we got into this topic about being in relationships and how you get treated differently when somebody wants you versus when they need you. And that was when I was like, that's something that we could probably talk about a little bit, because I know we've been in situations. I don't know if in your life, if you've been in a situation where you needed the person in some way.
No, I've never been in a situation where I needed anyone. The only need that I would say I had,
because I don't believe you, but you go right ahead and tell the world that lie. Is you went. What happened to you just now is you went immediately to finances in your brain.
I did.
Yeah, and
that's not why I came back and I said, well, I had to change it because you're right. Yes. I did go to finances.
I'm not talking about money.
Okay, because if it was money,
there's different things, right? Agreed. There's a need to not have a cold bed every night.
Yeah.
Right? You tolerate some shit.
This is a whole show, Karen said. You ain't lied, girl. We're going to touch on it, though. We might bring this back up again because I think this is a great topic. But here's the thing. How do you know if you're in a relationship with the person who needs you and not wants you?
If somebody... I would say that person has lack in their life in some way. And that the let's talk emotionally, right? Like I find that people who are extra clingy can't seem to do anything unless they are coming towards you first, right? Those are people who need the emotional connection from you, and it doesn't feel healthy to you because it's draining.
It can be absolutely.
Somebody who takes something from you, people who make you feel guilty about not showing up for them in ways are people that need, right? Not just
Agreed.
want, but need. They say things to you like, yeah, well, I was in distress and you wasn't there for me, but you go ahead and enjoy your little friends. Go ahead,
Yeah.
be friends.
Yes.
Yeah, you going
That is
out?
some
Go
manipulation. They're
ahead.
trying to control the situation. But I find that
Absolutely. With guilt.
I agree. I find that when people come into a relationship with this whole idea that the person that they're in a relationship, they take ownership of that person, which is the most unhealthy thing possible. They take ownership. That's why when people get so upset when somebody doesn't call them, or they need to know where they are every second of the
Calls you 3
day.
times. It's been an
Right, you answer
hour.
the phone. Right. You want to take ownership of that person and control the whole situation as opposed to just being in the relationship. But I think I've been in that space at some point in my life as well, where the jealousy set in. But that was because it was some internal things going on with me that I had to work on. You know what I mean? So going back to that need and want thing.
Yeah, Sheba made a good point. She said that it's a comfort when you're with that person, you feel safe. Yeah, because then you that. But I find that safe feeling comes from feeling like I am free.
Yes. Yes. That was perfectly said.
Yeah,
Look at you with the
yeah. I
damn
could be a
thing.
life coach.
What you could be? Yes, you could. I could be a life coach.
I'm
What is he
lying.
talking about? See, yeah. You can't, and that's when. Okay, let's just you talking about that sex when you're having sex with somebody and they claiming that's
Mm,
mine.
you leave me. You gonna get us to anybody else?
You gonna get sick? You gonna get.
That old conversation. You like absolutely not. Never ever learned life.
So even in then, that's the man trying to, or the woman trying to take ownership of the penis or the vagina. He said that's a want. Yeah. Is that needing you or needing that feeling of control?
Well,
The person who is taking ownership, yes, for that, yeah. They're needing to feel that control. But a person who's on the opposite end of that and they're with that person because of what they could give them, then that could be a need. That's a need, not a want.
right. Because I mean, it's hard to say whether it's them needing you or the need to feel some level of control, but it's about um that need for you to be the person to fill them emotionally. Like
Yes.
you have to constantly affirm that you love them, or that you're there, or that you're gonna be there, or that they're the most important person, because that person lacks that comfort within themselves, that
Within themselves,
self-love.
right?
So you turn to someone else to fill that. Tell me that I'm great. Tell me that I'm this. And there's a level I feel that it becomes unhealthy.
It becomes
And
unhealthy.
and
I
when you're
agree.
in it, you kind of know. You kind of know when you're dealing with it, because it's taxing, it's draining, it's one of those things like, oh my God, let me make sure I
Yes.
say the thing, because if I don't say the thing, then
It's
I'm
going to
going to
be a problem.
hear how I failed them as a person because I'm not providing that
Do
thing.
they really
So,
need it to be you, or can it be anyone who would allow them to control the situation? I would say, I mean, because this can go for friendships as well.
yes,
It doesn't have to
Lord.
be a romantic relationship, because this can go towards friendships, because there are friends that need their friends for whatever that thing is, as opposed to just bringing to the friendship they're on equal playing fields. And I
Mm-hmm.
have this thing where I said, I was having a conversation and I said that I am no longer gonna be that person that is pouring everything into someone and get nothing back. And it's
Mm.
not that I'm looking for anything back, if you get what I'm saying, but it
Mm-hmm.
can be really, really draining when someone is just constantly taking. The need of you is what they need, but they have nothing to give.
Yeah. But I find, now that you said that I don't have those relationships anymore in life, but it used to be that I had
Yes.
relationships with certain friends that they only took. It was only
Yeah.
a one-sided thing. And part of it was my inability to share. I learned
Right.
that, I was at fault. I created that scenario because
Right.
I wasn't comfortable um, being
Setting
vulnerable.
boundaries.
Well, being vulnerable to
That too.
their
Yes.
word to me, right? So it was always, hey girl, how you doing? You all right? What's going on with you? Tell me what you're doing so I can
That's
help you figure
okay.
out what's going on in your life. Me, I don't need that, girl. I'm here for you.
Right.
Right? So,
So if you were that for that person, then that's what they know you to be. So they're gonna
and
come to
so
you for
they
that.
would, exactly. I created the
So the
situation.
boundaries weren't set at all
Hmm.
because now it's like, okay, well, I know that if I call her and I need her, she's gonna be there for me
And I didn't
because
want boundaries in that situation
yeah,
because that meant that at some point, we had to stop and go, all right, girl, what can I do for you? And I'm like, I'm not about to open up and be vulnerable to anybody so they know that I need.
she would say that person needs a damn therapist. I agree. That person needs a damn therapist when they constantly
Yeah.
try to manipulate their partner and make them feel bad. Agreed. They are not happy and they want you to make them happy. Totally, totally agree with you. That's one
Hmm.
hundred percent.
I
They need yeah,
absolutely
and
agree.
shut up. The therapy thing is serious because a lot of us could benefit.
And
Do we
oftentimes it
train the
has a
people on
lot.
how to treat us? We should. I don't. I hate to say train because it sounds
I
like an
don't like
animal,
that
but
word either.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I think we teach people how to treat
we
us
do. I think we
in
should. We
in the
have to.
way
We
that
have to.
we choose to build relationships, right? Because people are gonna, most, at least I know, I want to be a very good friend. And
Right.
if we have a relationship, I would hope that what it is that you need out the friendship I'm giving. And I only know if you tell me what you need, right? Or vice versa, or at least we're having those kind of conversations. Boy,
I
Rasha, you need
agree.
to type slow.
Yeah, because you type it too fast.
What is
In
all these
life, you should
typos? We
never
don't put
need.
these kind of typos up on our screen.
Girl, we
Sorry.
know it's him, so we know
I
what he's
know.
saying.
I
In
know.
life, you should never need or expect from anyone if you feel that way. Look into yourself. Agreed. But
All of
what
that
about those
though is
people?
learned behavior to me. Like, it was because I didn't have a lot of wholesome relationships to look at in my life. It
Yeah.
took a lot of bouncing around and stumbling around to be like, that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's
Right.
very easy to get comfortable in dysfunction.
Ha ha. Talk about that.
Yeah.
And hard to get out
Yeah.
because
You be in
we
the
will
house and
find.
you say something, you cuss, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker. And he cuss you back. Then y'all sitting and watching TV later on
Right.
because that's how y'all do.
Because that's how y'all do.
I don't want anybody to talk to
I
me
don't want that. I don't want
right like that.
it. I get
I don't
such a
talk to
feeling with
anybody like that.
anyone that has that energy. I'd be like, nah, me.
Mm-mm,
And
mm-mm.
Rashe said it does because
It
have I
does
had
become
those
the
type of
normal.
relationships?
So
Absolutely.
have I. Didn't
I've
even
been there.
realize I was being, you know, the one that set it off. You do something before I would pop off. What the hell's wrong with you? You're so stupid. Why would you do that? Oh,
Because if you
God,
think
you're
of
dealing
a
with a
person that
dummy.
you're with like that, what does it say about you? Because you chose the person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you
Then you gotta
coming with me.
pop
You gonna
off and
embarrass
cuss
me.
somebody all the way to filth because they did something that's probably was stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think in our age and in our older ages, we have kind of learned how to not communicate that way
Yeah, I just don't want that energy in my life anymore
at all. Is it
from
also
anybody.
possible? Okay, Jerome always got the questions for us. Is
Mm-hmm.
it also possible that people could believe that a part of our happiness is supposed to come from the person you're with? There are a lot of people that think that. There are
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people that think that someone else has to make them happy.
Or you owe them something.
Right.
That other
Because if
person
I'm
owes you
with you,
something.
you need to be making me happy. But if you're coming to the situation looking for them to make you happy, you already failed.
Right. You should have been happy
You
beforehand.
should have been happy when you walked or when you attached yourself to this person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people come to you empty and they expect you to fill up their empty
Avoid.
spaces.
Agreed, Jasmine. Healthy relationships are hard. A lot of people haven't had them or know what they look like. So dysfunction looks like love and care. That's so
Hmm.
true.
How many times you've had well, you know people or you've been in situations with, the jealous man, and you think that because he's jealous, he's
He loves
exhibiting
you. It's
love.
because he loves you. And you know what I don't like is people who say things and when they're serious, but then when your reaction is not what they expected it to be, then it's a joke. Oh, I was only joking. No, you
Yeah, me
wasn't.
too, sucker.
No, you
I
no,
was
no, you
joking when I
wasn't
said what I
joking.
said.
You said that disrespectful shit because that's what you meant to say. But because
Or
I'm
they
calling you
laugh it
out on
off.
it, yeah, oh, haha. Oh, you too sensitive. I already
Hmm.
told you. Once a man tells me I'm too sensitive or I'm emotional, I'd be like, okay, I'm not
That's it
talking
for
to you
them.
no more. Yeah, it's it for them because what
Hmm.
are you talking about? First of all, I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm supposed to be this way. Now there's levels to it. Now, don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
But if I
Agreed.
wasn't an emotional woman, then I kind of feel like I would be just stoic all the time. Like I wouldn't have any. How do you turn that off?
I think we
I don't
should
know.
be emotional. People should be.
I am not trying to not be. The closest person to you is the person you sleep with on the norm. If the energy isn't right, it's going to pull you down. You needed
I
to be on the show today because you
That's a
saying some
hundred
stuff
percent.
today. You are saying
Yeah.
now if you was on here, you probably wouldn't have said that.
Right. He just said something foolish.
Yeah, yeah, it's the salami, the salami.
Oh God. But I agree. I agree. That is absolutely true. You need
Because
people
when
in your
you're an
corner who you.
asshole, they get mad. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm pretty good at being an asshole. Before, I can
Oh
still
yeah.
be. I can still.
Oh, okay. Because
If you
woo,
don't calm
accountability.
down,
No, accountability. That's
if
the
you
word
don't
of the
calm,
day.
if
I
you don't
can't look
calm
at you
down.
when I need to know before you say some bullshit that you're gonna say it so I can fix my
Oh gosh,
face.
he
That's
said he
why.
has a new name. Okay, let's wait till the new season before you reveal
Don't
it.
tell me your new name, please.
I don't.
Somebody don't put that. Don't put it up.
I'm not gonna put it up.
Mm-mm.
I'm not putting it up. So you better save it. You better save
Yes.
it. For those who don't know, that is our co-host in the chat, DJ Big
Who's
Rock.
not feeling well? Can't
He's not
talk.
feeling well.
Wasn't drinking his lemon water today.
He wasn't drinking tea. He was taking well, he say Theraflu. I said, why wasn't you drinking tea with lemon and stuff? So, but he's the type that needs you to tell him what to do when it comes to stuff like that.
Because he doesn't know how to. Yeah.
Because he don't be knowing.
Mm-mm. He just
He
sit.
don't be knowing.
That's his mama.
I ate some fried chicken. Did you take your medicine? Well, I don't need it.
Mm-mm.
I didn't feel bad, so I didn't need to take it.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll take care of him.
That is him we're gonna take care of him because he needs us. He needs us. See?
He doesn't know he needs us though.
He
He
doesn't
thinks
know
he's all
he
right.
might not want us, but he needs us. He
We
needs
got
us.
him. Yeah, it's a lot. I know there's a that whole topic of wanting versus needing. There's a lot to unpack there. So
A
I know
whole
we're
lot.
not going to do that in this evening,
No,
but
absolutely not.
just one of those things, right?
It's I think that's a show. We need to run that back when we start the new season. He said, "Shit." Oh, stop it. You can act like that for the people. We know.
Anyway,
You like to smile?
yeah, I just did.
Yeah. Well, we are not going to stay on. We're not going to be before you long. That's what they say in church.
Yeah.
We're not going to stay on here much longer. We just
Like
jumped
my
in because
pastor said, I got 2 closings.
yeah, because we wanted to just have a celebratory toast for our 2 seasons and to let you guys know we will be back January 8th.
Yes, January 8th,
So you
season
probably won't
3.
see us until the new year. So please be safe, have a happy holiday, and
Happy
happy new year.
New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
All right. And we have no closing song, do we?
So we just gonna.
Yep, we just gonna peace out.
I could make one up.
Well, sing. Why don't you sing, Michelle? No, please don't.
I'm not.
I don't like the way that looks.
Good night, guys.
All right, y'all. Happy New Year.